there. I'm still around. There's school starting this week's kind of thrown us all for a loop. I've got 163 students so far. Usually, last year I had about 117, 119, so 163 is a big jump for me. I got one class with 36 kids in it, so we're going to have to figure out exactly how it's going to work. But anyway, here's what I have a question about. This is kind of a mistake this year, but this is where I'm going to be putting all the bush beans next year. It's a little short dinky box, not lengthwise, but widthwise. It's only 2 feet. And you can see what I have here. I had the cucumbers on one side and then the purple bush beans on the other. Kind of made a mistake in letting that bad boy, yellow pear, grow like it did. But anyway, it did fine. Then I put 2 kinds of pole beans on the either side when the cucumbers and purple bush were done. But my problem here is I have run a trellis. I don't think you can see the strings, but I've run a trellis up there to the top ledge, and that's good. Down here at the bottom, if you can see, I put strings here, and the strings led to the top of this ornate thingamabob, which I need to take the tag off of. And then from the top of the ornate thingamabob, I ran string all the way up here, which is looking good. It's crawling pretty nicely. You can see it's starting to wind its way up there, but around the tomato too that shouldn't be there to begin with, but it won't be next year. But my question is how to maximize this, because it's 2 foot wide, and if I run the strings either again from this, I won't be able to reach the back end. Either way, if I ran them from the front straight up, or if I use this little climby thing as a avenue to get to the top, however I do it, here's the same thing goes for this one. These just aren't climbing as nicely, but they are flowering, so they may not be climbing as nicely, but they're flowering. There's some yellow pear that might need to come off. But my question is how to best go about it, because I am not going to be able to pick from the back end, which would truly help me maximize the space. Any and all ideas are more than welcome. Granny said to string them up all the way to the top here. I'm kind of hoping that once they get to that part that they'll just swing up there and get to the top themselves. But next year I am surely going to look up to taking it up there. Here the Heat Wave and then the Celebrity are doing okay. They're kind of, let's see what we got. Covered in, I don't know if that can focus, covered in aphids and white flies. Yeah, there's some. Very attractive. I try spraying, but it only seems to bring out more of them, so we'll just let them go. So far they're still producing, so I'm not going to really complain too badly. Out here, nothing's seeming much to grow here. The blueberry done died. Nothing's going to grow much here, but it is so warm in this one spot with the full sun in the house. I'm thinking that during the winter I might be able to shelter some things here and keep it pretty much viable for most of the winter. Hi, Biggie. Move. Sweet potatoes are looking awesome. I'm having to kind of twist them around each other to keep them out from the carrots that I planted here. I don't think you can see any of them, but there's a carrot right at the end of this. Woohoo, there he is. And then here are those zipper peas. Ooh, there's a ladybug on the zipper peas. But here are those zipper peas. Not looking too bad. Looks like they might flower soon. Something's been chewing on them. But hopefully they'll do okay. Here's some more. The zipper peas. They didn't really have good germination. I planted them in squares. And you can see how sporadic. They're not in any nice kind of line or anything. This is going to be the lettuce and radish bed is just coming up. Radishes took over the lettuce. I think it's too hot for the lettuces to germinate. Here is new cucumber, which probably isn't going to get big enough, quick enough to matter much of anything. Sugar snap peas coming up. There's a new trellis that we fixed up towards the middle of those two squares. I ran some bamboo poles down the bottom of it to weight it down. It seems to be working fine. Okra. Looking good. A couple of those need to come off. They didn't need to come off this afternoon, but they sure do now. Good night. Around here in front, can you find it? No. There's beet somewhere in here. There's one. Those didn't germinate too well either. I think it's just too stinking hot. I'll tell you what did come up. Those black radishes again. But these down here, the rutabaga, they don't care for nothing. I think it's just too hot for them too. Ooh, no! Look! There one. Very cute. Peppers. Hi there, little ladybug. I wish this thing had a zoom on it. Or even a focus. There's another ladybug. Hi there. Ooh, another one. Y'all go head out to those tomatoes on the other side. I'll escort you over there in just a second. This okra I think is done for. There are no new nothings on it. These peppers are going to come out too this weekend. And there's one turning yellow right there basically when it does its job, and there's one turning red on the other side. But these are gone. That's where the broccoli is going to go. That's pretty much that over there. It's getting too long. Other corner yard's doing just fine. Bush beans, not worth much. Peas and sweet potatoes looking good. That is about it. We're running long. It's 7 minutes. Talk to you later. Bye.